Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be taking a little break from all the drama that's been going on with the One Punch Man anime. We're breaking down chapter 217 of the recently released One Punch Man manga, but before that, the director of One Punch Man season 3 released a statement and has deleted his own Twitter account. Just so you know, Shinpei Nagai's account is already a private one, but even with that, some of his followers pretending to be friends still take his posts trying to elicit comments that violate NDAs and trying to turn them into a means of profit. Nagai says continuing in the Twitter space is untenable for the One Punch Man project, and that he can't forgive those who intentionally tarnish the animator's honor and exploit his own struggles for profit through hate. All the harassment is taking a toll on his mental health and only brings negatives to the work they are doing on the third season. He also expressed his gratitude to the fans that have peacefully criticized him like actual normal civilized human beings on the third season and apologized. So that's it. They've successfully chased, the One Punch Man fans have chased the director of the third season of One Punch Man off the internet simply because they couldn't behave themselves. And notice how neither Murata nor One, the creator of One Punch Man, have said nothing in all of this, because they know the moment they talk, everyone will just attack them. We really have a terrible community in the anime and manga space. Moving on, chapter 217 of the One Punch Man manga is out, and it's been a while since I've covered the manga chapter, but this chapter had me thinking why the normal citizens in the One Punch Man verse are so dumb. The chapter starts off right where chapter 216 left off. Sweet Mask has been exposed to the world as a monster, and people easily put one and two together to figure out that he's probably been a monster all this time he's been a hero. These dumbasses immediately start insulting Sweet Mask for being a monster in human form. Some people in the crowd around Sweet Mask with actual brain cells try to calm everybody down, but the majority call Sweet Mask a fraud and tag him as an imposter. All the attention makes the clown monster way stronger, and he tries to rip Sweet Mask apart, with the crowd now taking it as a friendly fire between two monsters, calling for real heroes to come. The same idiots that were literally just saved by Sweet Mask now turn on him and applaud his demise at the hands of the clown monster, who now tries to eat him. Sweet Mask is still strong enough to break free and crush the clown monster, ultimately defeating it. The crowd starts running away from Sweet Mask as he takes out his anger on the dead corpse of the clown monster until Bluefire, an A-class rank 6 hero, arrives. The people start telling Bluefire that Sweet Mask is a fraud and an imposter, and that he should just burn Sweet Mask with fire. But Bluefire, being the only sensible person there, doesn't immediately judge Sweet Mask just because he's a monster. Some stupid idiot throws a rock at Sweet Mask, mocking him because he lost his girlfriend to Sweet Mask, before Saitama arrives, stopping the rock and appreciating Sweet Mask for doing the right thing, ending the chapter. I don't know why the citizens in the One Punch Man verse are so damn stupid. This chapter almost feels like a metaphor for what's currently going on with the third season of One Punch Man. The people, or the citizens, or the fans attacking the director of One Punch Man because he's a former hentai director, which is Amaya Mask being a monster. Even though Shinpei Nagai is doing the best he can with One Punch Man, just like Sweet Mask has saved so many lives in the past already, we the fans of One Punch Man and the idiots in the One Punch Man verse still turn on them. And historically thinking about it, the people of One Punch Man have mostly been absolute idiots. They blame Saitama for destroying the asteroids and their properties, even though he literally just saved their lives. They choose to try and ally with monsters, even though heroes risk their lives every day to save them. They stupidly jump in to get Sweet Mask's glasses during his fights, even though they were putting their lives at risk. Now they attack Sweet Mask for being a monster, even though he's already saved so many lives as a hero. He's not even the only monster that's a hero. Zombie Man is a monster created by Dr. Genos, but he's doing just fine. The crowd that were at the Moomin Rider vs Deep Sea King fight are really the only sensible people in this verse. In One Punch Man, unlike heroes, for example in My Hero Academia, who always have their friends, families, and other heroes backing them, the One Punch Man heroes have nobody, especially the S-Class. If the public turns against you, you're pretty much on your own. Saitama is one of the only morally disciplined persons in this entire series. The citizens are mostly idiots. Anyways, that's all from me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.